which one of these you watched. Did we watch Removed 1, 2, or 3 last week? Okay. Did we watch 1 or 2 yet?
No.
Okay. This is about social work policy, so we're finishing chapter 10. We're on the last slide. Any of you presenting today your observation PowerPoint?
I have it. It's not on a jump drive. It's an iPad.
Oh, okay.
But I have a jump drive. I just can't put it on it.
You can email it? Yeah.
Can I like email it to you and you put it on the jump drive?
You can email it to me. Because yeah, it would go in through here. Yeah.
Is the last day like this
To
PowerPoint?
oh, so your observation PowerPoint, you would turn it in this weekend, but you can present it any of the next 2 weeks or few weeks if that's something, if you're a procrastinator like me, you wait until the last minute and then you can present it then. But if you like to get it right out of the way first, that's okay too. That is something you can do. So let's start this, and then do you need me to tell you my email? Okay. Hello.
Do you know that the average adult has 5 to 20 pounds of toxins?
They always send you advertisements about cleaning your system. So we're in social policy, social work and social policy. The policy for foster care and adoption is tricky. The one we watched last week, mom went to recovery and got recovered and was able to get her kids back. This is a situation that's a little bit more complicated. So they actually have 2. My email is just jtrout@centralstate.edu, if that helps. So this is the first round, and then we can have you present your observation, and then we'll do probably Removed part 2 next week, because I know a lot of people still need to register. So are you guys good on registration? Anybody who just came in?
I'm good today.
Okay. Is everybody, it's stressful. I guess I'll just put that out that way. It gets stressful, but we will get y'all through it.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Could you email me the cheat sheet thing you were showing us?
I definitely can. Actually, I'm going to hit forward here if you want to come type in your email right here. And then it should send if our Wi-Fi signal is okay. You just type it there. Any other questions? What's that?
Okay.
Yes, but this is probably your all's registration check sheet. So your field of major will have a check sheet that we were looking over. It kind of looks like classes you'll take every semester like this. And you make sure to follow this so you graduate on time. So if you do like all those, you write your grade in, you're allowed to get all D's on this side and all C's on this side. So
Just for your classes.
Right. Social work, you can't have anything lower than a C in to graduate with a social work major. So your major side is the right. You are allowed to get D's on the other side. I mean, obviously it's best to get the best grade you can, whatever that is. But in social work, you are able to graduate with a 2.0. You'll probably get a scholarship in grad school if you had a 3.0. So just kind of like keeping in mind the whole breakdowns. They do let you retake classes. So if you did get a bad grade, you can retake them. But just following your check sheet so you're done on time and not taking extra unnecessary classes. So make sure you have your check sheet. I can send it to y'all. Let me make sure my email's working for your presentation. And if it's not, did you send it?
Jen.
Okay, that's fine. So here is the removed video. That's her biobomb and domestic violence with dad that you'll see here.
Sometimes someone hurts you so bad. It stops hurting at all. Until something makes you feel good. And then it all comes back. Every word. Every hurt. Every moment. How could you ever understand where I come from? Even if you ask, even if you listen, you do not really hear or see or feel. You don't remember my story. You haven't walked my path. You haven't seen what I've seen. My past defines me. This is who I am. I am unseen, unheard, unwanted. That is what I am. If even I am anything.
So somebody may have called 241 kids to bust up the family. This is a little bit more dramatic than it would happen, as I don't think they would beat up the dad like this, but I could be wrong. Usually you need to have a gun.
It seemed like the same thing that held me up, forced me down. The world turned upside down, and order disappeared. Nothing was how it was supposed to be. And a heavy sadness filled my soul.
There's factory training and
So if somebody made that call in, they may have gone to place the kids, but more than likely they weren't going to have a dramatic situation there. Often the kids are just taken, maybe even at school, if she had the two black eyes, or like if they show like a lack of food or something. So they get placed in temporary either foster care, and they could go to foster to adopt, or the policy being foster for many years if needed, till mom's recovered.
Deeper and deeper I fell within myself. And nothing could draw me out. Trapped in the misery of my life. Lost in the sorrow of my soul. Unable to see the light. Unable to see the dawn. To feel. To hope. To dream. And I found the darkest days that my life kept coming. The blackest nights when my soul never stopped. It seemed like it was always nighttime and nightmares, and never morning. And maybe you wonder why. But mostly you try not to think about it. And try to get by. And try to survive. And all the other stuff seems so much like nothing compared to just wanting the most important things back again. Like wishing you could see your mama smile again. And hear her sing that one favorite song that always calms you down when things are all messed up. Or if you couldn't have her back, at least get to take care of your baby brother. Because you know he needs you. He's gonna be so scared all alone. And who's gonna hold his hand and whisper it'll be alright to him? And who will whisper it to me? I know I am helpless, dependent, desperate. But what happens when those you need the most threaten your very existence? I've heard plenty of promises, and they all sound the same.
So I was going to say, often you do a temporary placement first, then maybe another foster home. And if the kids have a trauma, so this is why they train us as social workers in trauma-informed care and working with a traumatized kid, something can trigger the trauma of them losing their mom and dad or family, and you'll see it later come up when she hands her the dress. Like, it sets them off, and they train the foster parents and the social workers how to deal with kids that have had a trauma.
Push hard enough, and sooner or later, they all prove to be empty. The sun comes up every morning, but do you know where? Each place is somewhere different. It's hard to find east when you keep moving around. But at least it comes. It always comes. I've come to depend on it. And slowly seasons changed around me. And it seemed this time that maybe the world would not be pulled out from under me again. Feet safe, roots starting to grow. Little buds of hope formed, slowly attempting to trust this new life.
Come over. Let me show you what I got for you. It's your gift.
So that's what's triggering her trauma. You can see here like a flashback memory.
I wish someone would tell me it's gonna be okay. That one day, maybe I'll feel normal. That it won't always be the one. That I'll have a mommy who will hug me and be strong for me. Because maybe I can't do it all by myself. This is my past, my history, my story is not my fault. It's not because of me. It doesn't have to be what defines my future. I am loved. I am worthy of care. And that glimmer of light, it makes all the difference. The glimmers of light give me hope that someday my summer will come.
So that's the first half. There's a lot of policy that goes into foster and adoption and keeping kids safe. It kind of finishes on a happy note because she gets to see her little brother. Like she thought maybe she was going to send her on to the next foster home, and she kind of had that trauma reaction. But she sees her brother coming in, so the foster mom takes on both brother and sister in the second half. So, did you want to present or send the email? Any questions? And any questions about your field observation stuff? Any registration questions? Did you guys know you still have, if there's a class you totally hate or like can't keep up with, you still can withdraw like until like either tomorrow or Monday with withdrawing from the class. Okay. I think October 29th or something, so. Sometimes you can airdrop it too, if that, like if either one of these, I think. I just don't know how to open it on my end, but it should be open on either my MacBook or the. Like, do you turn on?
And then these other names.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh. Let's see here. Is the airdrop in here? Like if you were to.
You have to name your device.
Or even that one, like whichever one's easier.
I can't see this. So you just have to name your device.
Oh yeah, if there's, you can name it anything that's
AirDrop.
Oh, okay. So maybe it'll like pop up. There you go. And I can email it to this computer. So you hit accept, I guess. Is that it? And then like maybe Dropbox, because I have Dropbox on here too. And then you hit just like save it as whatever the name is, I guess. Okay. Let's do. Interesting. Choose and then save. Okay. Isn't technology a fun thing to play with? What's the name of your
Presentation.
Okay.
It just asks UK.
Okay. Let's send it this way. And then when it pops into here, I should be able to get it. That's it. Okay, there you go. Now you can present it. Cool. And then I'll take notes from here. Where did you go for your? That's a good one. There it is. Cool. Yeah, Walmart's a good one because around here they're not very nice to any of us. I think I even delivered for them for DoorDash, and they said, "You come here again with your car looking like this, we aren't going to give you anything." So I want to deliver for you.
Okay. So for my field observation, I went to Walmart in Xenia, Ohio. And so, yeah, me and a few of my friends went grocery shopping there. It's about 12 minutes. I'm sure all of you guys know where it is. So my expectations. I was expecting just to go in, grab some groceries or whatever we needed, check out and go home, be able to shop freely, and maybe one or two people side eye you because you know there's always one person in a bunch. And so my experience, we were actually followed by one of the workers in the store, and they was like looking at us weird. While she was checking out, we were being literally watched like a hawk. She was standing right there over us and didn't like that. Shoppers were making like slick comments to workers. I know we walked past this one lady and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you think they have to be in here like that?" To the worker. And I'm like, you know, too much. And one of my friends was actually accused of stealing. And then we asked him, okay, if you say she steals something, show us what she stole. And he was like, oh, no, it was just a mix-up. It was just a mix-up. And he apologized to us and he was like, And so my overview of it, I felt uncomfortable with the way he's being watched around the store because like other shoppers weren't being watched in that type of way. And so that made me feel uncomfortable. And I was kind of offended that he felt the need to like actually watch us like that. We're being stereotyped from the moment we came in the doors and you don't know us. And I was upset that my friend was falsely accused of something that she did not do. Why would she even try to steal something with your worker standing right there watching us like a hawk? It's stupid. And so they wasn't expecting us to try to defend ourselves. They was expecting us to just like stand there and take the accusations that they was giving to us. And so when we started asking questions, he couldn't really answer them. We asked them, okay, show us what she stole. Oh, well, no. So they didn't really have answers to the questions that we had. And so they wasn't expecting us to try to defend ourselves. And they couldn't show us any evidence of her stealing. And there's a camera, like it would show if she tried to steal something. So yeah, that's my presentation. Thank you guys.
Do you guys have any questions? Like, have you all been to Walmart too?
Yeah.
Is it always that bad? It can go both ways. I guess.
Yeah, it could go both ways.
Did you turn this into D2L also? Were you able to just make sure to submit it? Which is fine. I mean, you have submit. I keep the submission open. You'll have it this weekend. So as long as you guys submit to D2L and present in the next couple weeks. That's all I have today. Is I promised a lot of registration people we would get them registered. It's like a line out our door. Do you guys have, a lot of you have the first 2 years different registrar people that help you? Advisors, I guess. Or do any of you have Nikita? Nikita and I try to help you guys like finish strong at the end. So that is all I have. Oh, you want to?
No, I just did.
Was it helpful?
Yeah, I mean, last time I had Mr.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Actually, I have a question.
Yeah.
Mr. Slater, but Mr. Slater left, like, right around my birthday. So,
The last month.
yeah, so it's confusing to like, figure out who my advisor was.
So I'm glad you got taken care of then. Because it's sometimes it's a little bit much. They're like, just make sure to